Forged in the lockdown! Hello and welcome to Critical Questions. You got a flower. The Unfathomable quiz. I've trawled the internet for the best, worst, most interesting and ridiculous dumb questions I can find. And with any luck, my guests will be able to answer all of them. Today, we have got with us Miss Manderpants. I don't think I've ever seen you with a flower.
Let's took the dog out and I picked some.
Very cool. We have got Scientist Mel.
Hey, how y'all doing?
We have got MathPig.
I'm totally not lit.
We have got Quiz Show Reunion Special, The Lone Wanderer. And we have got Rasputin. If you can recognise him, you win a prize.
Good evening.
I subjected him to it before while we were waiting.
I bring you all good mirth and merriment.
Yes. You always come merriment. Absolutely.
What the fuck is she on? What were those words you just said?
Yes.
Merriment is the name of his condensed milk can.
This is true.
He always comes with his condensed milk can.
This is very true, yeah. Hey, Mando, did you see my pineapples?
No, you have pineapples?
Yeah, they're in a can. He has canned pineapples.
I have canned pineapple down the
Can apples?
I'm totally not going to show you my pineapples now you're live. But, okay.
Okay.
I'm under,
What, you think you're going to get too much hate?
I'm under strict orders to be a good boy, so...
This isn't actually Stool. This is his kid. If you notice,
his
the
kid.
beard is gone. So this
There we
is
go. You can
actually
see-
Stool's son. That's
Nerdy
here
says
today.
Stool needs more beard.
It's
I
not
agree with
Phyllis's
Nerdy, to
son.
be honest.
Having a child means Stool had to have fucked at some point, which is an image I'm like
That's
not
true.
into at the moment. So
Either that, or
You
he just
shit.
found one in the street and said, "Just come live with me." For a while."
Stole one!
Oh my god, I can see that. Stool
You
has
can't-
a candy van, doesn't he?
Does he
Stool
has a
is the
candy van?
motherfucker in the white panel van. I'm telling you. I'm on the internet. I drove Stool away.
He's just gonna go pee in the closet and come right back. It'll be okay.
Come back, Stool. You can stay in one of 227 rooms in my bunker.
I will never ever forget that, Mando, ever.
Wait,
Yes, you will.
what did I say that was so offensive?
Oh, fuck you.
We have to be sure which one really poked the spot.
Yeah.
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 Or it could have been the fact that he might have been playing Gary Glitter the whole time.
Oh,
Jesus Christ! Really, we're going there? Oh
how
my
are those
God!
kids out there in Vietnam? They must be about 6 right now.
So, any fun plans for the weekend?
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking talk now, you bastards. You know, when we were doing our secret thing in the green room before you went live,
Yeah.
and we all got a bit naked and did the
Yeah.
sex and stuff,
Yeah.
and you were talking about the BBC, so
Yeah.
here's a fun fact, because Lone Wanderer just mentioned, or maybe it was Mel, I forget, I don't listen to it, but somebody mentioned Gary Glitter, and the BBC are making a new drama about, go for it,
Jimmy Savile.
Dave, you say it, I'm not saying it, you say it.
You decided to bring up Jimmy Savile, the height of popular
I'm
entertainment.
bored already.
Have they?
Savile is a pedo that did kids shows.
No, his
Over.
name should be Everyone Knew.
Oh, right. I've heard this story before. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you casting? Stool?
I don't know what's going on anymore. What's happening?
Hey, can we get to questions?
Sure.
Yeah, do the questions, because Manda's scaring the shit out of me.
Fuck yeah.
Right. Oh, look at that. I forgot to put that. All right.
I see
Question.
you.
1182. What is the most common food that you have never actually tried?
Dave's actually never had cheese. He just says he hates it. Never eaten it.
MathPig, keep your mouth shut.
What?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Clearly you do.
No, I just told you that I don't.
He doesn't remember.
Oh my gosh.
That's good. He doesn't remember. He said he was going to screenshot it.
Okay.
Not a great game. It says carrot cake.
Mm,
I'm not
I like
surprised.
carrot
Does haggis count?
It's not that common,
Have you,
really.
have you
I've
never
never
had
had
haggis?
haggis. No.
Yeah.
I could never catch one.
The only thing I can think of, because I live in the South, is chitlins.
What the hell are they?
Intestines, pig intestines.
Yeah. Which have been fried, of course.
Yeah. Or you can boil. You got to boil them first, and you can buy them in big old, huge vats, and then you have to clean them first because they still have the poo in them. That's why they smell so bad. And so that's a thing. And I also haven't eaten like cow tongue, or you can buy pig's feet out here, or pig's heads. I haven't
Tortoise.
done that. That's like
This is actually a very good question,
not
because
something I've eaten.
I was going to say I do not know how to answer this one, because I will literally put anything in my mouth.
I believe
don't
that. I
Yeah,
believe
we
that.
believe that.
I'm a big fan of Mel's cooking photos when she makes her food. It makes me very hungry. I enjoy it. But most of the words that she uses are a bit Southern America type things, and I don't know what most of the words mean. So I would say I'll put anything in my mouth if I can say the word.
Which, that rules out food from most of the world.
Yes.
Yeah, this is true. I'm shit at this. Why do you invite me
Particularly
on?
Cajun food and andouille, boudin.
I do love spicy
Boudin.
stuff.
Yeah, boudin.
I've eaten some
sometimes
very
boudin.
I've eaten some very strange things. I'm
I
lucky.
called it boudin for the longest time. I was like, boudin? And people were like, what? I'm like,
Boudin
try to say
balls are
boudin.
amazing. They take the boudin sausage, but then they make it into like big old hush puppy thingies.
Yep.
Man, it's so good.
I tend
haven't
to
made
find that most things taste of chicken.
That's because say you replace it with chicken. Yandere says clam chowder. Spooky says I was 19 before I had pizza. Never Again says sardines.
What? Who's? Hang on. Who said that? I was 19 before I had
Spooky.
pizza.
Spooky.
Spooky.
Is that some kind of law?
Yeah, do you not know there's an
Maybe
age
it's
limit in this
the
country?
law of not making your children addicted to fast fucking food.
Like, okay, so
But pizza
it's
is-
spooky. It's spooky in tier 3. I'm struggling. So can we have pizza now?
Spookies in tier 2, I think.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, if we're going on the fast food route, I've never had a McChicken.
What's a McChicken?
It's a chicken sandwich from McDonald's. I've never had a McDonald's chicken sandwich.
Sandwich. Oh dear, don't start this argument.
That's what they call it here. It's a
Yeah.
burger, but they call it a sandwich.
Have you had a McRib?
Yes. I have.
McRib is the nicest food on the planet.
I don't
I
know
would
what it's
kill.
made of.
I would kill for
It's
McRib.
essence so ham.
It's like it's so rubbery. I
If I could
I honestly
replicate-
haven't had McDonald's in years. I actively avoid places.
I need to ask questions about this because the word rib tends to make me go. Ugh. So I'm asking Dave now because McDonald's UK. So when you get a McDonald's McRib, what actually is it?
It's pork something. Probably not pork. I'd be quite happy if it was insects.
shaped into a rib,
Yeah.
like if you were eating
But it's a
ribs,
very
but there's
soft
no
patty.
bone in there.
It's a very
So
soft
it's just-
patty.
It's a
Probably
shape
insect. Yeah.
rather than a thing.
Do you know what the worst thing is? It's probably the McRib is probably so nice. It's just the flavour of the sauce. The sauce is sweet,
It's the
slightly
sauce.
sweeter. and
Is the
that makes
McRib
it-
now?
I don't like the
Is
sweet
it-
sauce.
The McRib, the
Yeah.
sauce. Well, do you not like barbecue sauce?
Uh,
Nah.
It depends on the kind.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't dislike barbecue sauce. It has to be, as Mel was saying, depending on the
It
kind.
depends on the kind.
Yeah.
If I were to rate, you have Carolina style barbecue, you have Texas style barbecue,
Mm-hmm.
you have Missouri style barbecue, you have Memphis style barbecue. The best is Memphis, in my opinion. Some people will sit there and say it's Missouri, but they're just wrong. But Carolina barbecue sauce is more mustard based.
Mhm.
Memphis, you can get sweet, but it's mostly kind of on the spicy end. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
There is Louisiana barbecue, but they're better at the Cajun stuff.
I don't think
Yeah,
I've ever.
they can't really barbecue.
I've never actually been interested in McDonald's. That's kind of a lie because I like the food. But I had to go to town yesterday. First
To
time
town?
since March.
Oh
to
my
town.
gosh.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Was
about
it like
25?
Lord of the
What
Rings?
news
Was
do
it
you
an
bring of the
adventure?
outside world?
And
Were
yeah,
you Bilbo? I'm going on an adventure.
I know.
I know, right?
That was totally me. That was me.
Did you even drive? Did you take a bus? Did you drive your car? Or...
I can't imagine still driving.
Like, oh, yeah, whatever. So I'm in town and it's really weird and surreal because of the COVID thing. And I walked past McDonald's, which is actually it's a really nice building. And you can see through the windows who's in. There were 2 people in the whole of this building. Sat there, I don't know, being depressed or something. It was weird. Very weird.
That's what makes me depressed or something.
They were sat there in McDonald's on their own. Wouldn't you be depressed?
I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fucking depressing to me.
I like to
A
go to
place where I don't
restaurants
have to
and
be around
eat,
people.
but I can't imagine going to a fast food restaurant. Yeah, I'm gonna just eat it here, and then that's like I don't.
Like by yourself too. That's weird.
I mean, okay, so where I work, and when I was working in the workplace, I would take my lunch and I
Where
would
I
walk
was
over.
working in the work.
Yeah, now my workplace is where I'm sitting right now, all the time, 24 hours. It's just, oh my god. Anyway, so it's like I could take a walk and go eat at a really nice restaurant, like one of the local restaurants, not just some kind of chain, whatever. And I liked having my lunch by myself because I could get a little bit of work done. But I can't imagine going to a McDonald's and sitting there and just be like, you know what I mean? I don't
I
know.
used to go and sit and read in McDonald's. When I was one of the places I worked, I would sit in there and have my
You
lunch
didn't-
in McDonald's.
Don't ever do that near the playground at the McDonald's. Don't ever do that because that's going to peg you as a pedo.
If I wasn't such a dick,
Well, only if you were sitting there
I
reading
would have had my
Lolita.
camera working with me, and I would have taken photos because it was I'm not joking. It was the most surreal thing I've ever seen in my life because I've not been into town because I'm Bobo Baggins, but I've never seen anything like it in my life. It was really weird.
So you actually saw people?
Yeah,
do you
real
make
people.
the face if somebody knocks on your door? Do you make the face of like, oh my god?
Nobody knocks on my door, Mel.
There's a big red cross on the front door. No one's knocking there.
Oh, it's a big sign that says "fuck off."
I have a sign on my door that says no solicitation, no whatever. Please don't ring the doorbell. Don't make it weird. Because they kept ringing on my. You need a new roof. No, I don't. I don't need a new roof. So I hung a sign there, and it even said, "Please don't make it weird."
I do bring good
When
news,
someone
though,
falls through the
because-
roof and says you need a new roof, will you listen to them then?
No,
Yeah,
because they'd be
Mike.
like, you did it on purpose.
Like, why were you on my roof? What's wrong with you?
This will impress scientist Mel because I was really
Wait there, did you just call her
impressed.
scientist Mel? I've
I
never
know,
heard
I
you call
fucked
her
up.
scientist Mel.
I fucked up. I'm sorry. It's the
Wait.
beard thing.
Was there a question?
Yeah.
I-
The next-
No, this is a serious thing. When I went into town, I would estimate that about 80% of people were fully masked. And high five to those people.
You know, I think the next time I'm on the show, I'm gonna have a hand puppet, and every time Stool says something, I'm gonna just pull up the hand puppet and let the hand puppet talk for him. I just do that, and I think it would really add to it. I think that would be a very I need to pick out which hand puppet I would go.
Are you saying you want to put your hand up? Okay, go for it. I'm good.
I just got to figure out which one to get on
the
Amazon.
whole hand.
I mean, to be fair, we can switch you two around if you want. And go like that. You just got to stick your hand up then, like that.
There you go. Like right there. There he goes. Now, let me see if I can turn. There, he's turning back around. Good. Good
Is
job.
anybody gonna use some lube or just
No.
No.
Between friends.
dry fisting Stool? You know.
What you been eating, Stool? My God, my hands.
Oh, God, okay. Speaking of eating, who hasn't answered?
You.
Fuck.
Well, you haven't had fish and chips.
No, I haven't, but I've been eating fish and I've eaten chips. So I've never had collard greens.
Really?
Oh, they're amazing with a little bit of ham and some onions.
I hate onions, but
Oh, I'm sorry. I ruined it.
okay. I'm so picky. I can't eat like anything because I
That's
don't like
okay.
onions.
It's okay to be picky.
That's
Oh.
all
I,
right.
u-
Tell
I used
Rob
to be
that.
picky, but now
never complained.
literally anything.
No, not really. No, said that I would learn what you like and that I would cook what you wanted. That's what I
But
said.
everything has onions in it. It just sucks. That's all.
MathPig. What have you not eaten?
I don't like curry, but I usually try everything.
Do you like spicy food?
Curry's usually spicy, yeah.
Yeah, but I meant that's why in general do you like spicy food?
Yes. The spicier the better.
I'm quite ashamed to say that I have
Hybrid
eaten
spicy.
things that we should not admit to eating.
Like
And that's-
what?
This is not going weird.
It's not
This
going
is-
weird.
This is no, honestly, because I
But
was
what
lucky
shouldn't
enough.
you admit to eating? I'll just make that question the next time.
Yeah.
Don't eat crocodiles, sharks. Another big thing that swims in the sea. I forget what it was. but
You should eat
Australia-
turtles.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I
I was
might-
gonna,
I might have done
I've
that.
eaten
but-
shark.
Dave and his giant tortoise.
Tortoise.
I have no fucking clue. Hold on.
It's going to listen. It's going to be tortoises.
Next.
There's going to be more than one.
They're giant though.
If they're that nice,
I can't.
Next.
Ugh.
I have to show you guys something. I tried this recently. It's something to eat. just really quickly. Carolina Reaper cheese balls.
Why does that say 2.2 million shoe?
That's a heat. That's like a
Scoville
spice
scale.
metric thing. Yeah.
Well, go on.
So
You gonna
you
eat
have
one?
to wear gloves in order
Are
to
you
get
gonna eat
one.
one?
Out.
You gonna eat one now?
Oh no! I heard you did that. You have to have like a dairy thing nearby so your mouth doesn't stay on fire, and it will
We can
burn your
wait.
throat and
We can
stomach.
wait.
And I'm out of gloves. You have to have gloves to take
Oh,
one out.
that's for amateurs. You're a professional.
Don't you think? I think this
The
is
pepper
remarkably
oil.
quiet.
Okay, the pepper oil. They're oil based, and so you have to have fats in order to make them soluble.
But
Just like
I
drinking
think if
water
you open the
doesn't do
bag,
anything.
no,
You
if
have
you
to,
open the
like-
bag, if you just snip the corner of the bag, you can just pour them into your mouth.
It's a trap.
Not today, Satan.
I'm really enjoying the quiet Mel now that she's not going social media and all that. She's so quiet.
Yeah, you're welcome. I did that just
Thank-
for you, Stool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Black Sofa says, I've never eaten turtle soup. I've never eaten mashed potato with chocolate in it.
I was going to
What
say
the
that, but
fuck?
didn't want to get
Why
in
would you
trouble.
do that? Why would you do that?
I know, right?
Exactly. It's
Oh.
insane.
No, it's not.
It
It's
is.
not.
You've
It's
never
not. It's
tried
really
it if you
not.
don't know.
I've had caviar, Black Sofa. I've not eaten turtle, and I've not had escargot, which are snails.
Fresh.
I refuse to eat anything that leaves a snot trail after it. I can't
I haven't
do it.
had snails. Fresh caviar is lovely, but it's got to
Oh,
be
it
fresh.
is. Oh,
No,
it's
it's not.
gorgeous.
No, it's not. It's shit.
Fresh Icelandic caviar.
I have some in
Absolutely
the
lovely.
refrigerator. It's so good.
I really like that movie, that scene from Big where Tom Hanks goes to the fancy dinner and he tries caviar and he's just like, "Bleh," and he just spits it out in the napkin.
Oh, there you go. Infinite Muir says, I've never had real truffles. I've never had real truffles, don't they?
No, the only truffles I've had are the chocolate ones.
Yeah, they're lovely.
Oh,
So good.
goodness.
Why are they called truffles?
I think it's the manner of how they're harvested.
No, are you talking about the chocolate?
I'm talking about the chocolate truffles.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
I
they
thought you were talking
they
about
mimic. If you look at the shape consistency, it kind of mimics, you know, what it would look like. Not taste, you know, texture wise, but you know, what a truffle might look like.
I want some chocolate. I want some like good chocolate. I don't eat any crap chocolate up in here. If I'm gonna eat them calories, it's gonna be good chocolate.
Go to Walmart and get some Cadbury's chocolate.
No, it's too sweet now. God, when I went over to the UK, I was like your chocolate. It makes me want to go in a coma. It's it's so sugary. I'm like, you can chew the sugar crystals. It's like it's almost crunchy. There's so much
chocolate
sugar
is
there.
horrible.
No, she's talking nonsense.
No,
None
I'm
of
not.
These words are true.
Oh my god, so super freaking sweet. I like turn into cornholio and want to walk around with like, I am the great cornholio. It's just like so much freaking sugar. I just cannot cope with that. How do y'all eat that? It's like
I had
when
this discussion, a science-based discussion. Would you believe, Scientism Mill?
I don't
because-
believe that.
It's a true fact. Fuck it. It's a true fact that we have less sugar in our produce than you do in America land.
I believe that too, but it's all in your chocolate. It's all used there. It's like this
All of
is where
it.
we put all the sugar.
All of it.
It's all right there. And y'all don't have seasoning and nothing. Trust me, I have to bring it over when I visit my friends, and they want me to cook them dinner. There's
We
a
have
reason for
seasoning.
that.
No, we have seasoning. We have
Yeah.
ketchup, and we have barbecue sauce, and we have brown sauce,
and they
we
use a
use
lot
that
of
to
herbs.
season everything.
That's right. And you have vinegar that you just,
Yeah,
put the
we have,
vinegar.
we have
on it.
varieties of vinegar.
That's right. You do. You do.
Fucking too much vinegar.
Oh my god! It's like I every time I go stay with my friend Tal over in Kew Garden, she's like, "You're gonna have to bring me a case of Slap Your Mama and some cornbread mix." And I'm like, and then I bring her some of that and some salty caramel whiskey, and then I'll make her like a
I
Cajun
hate
dinner.
that
Can
shit. My
I
husband
just
loves
ask you a question on that thing that you just said there, Scientism Mill? Can I buy a case of Slap Your Mama on Amazon? Because
You
Yeah.
might could slap your mama. It's
Yeah.
slap ya,
Is
Y-A,
it-
mama. Yeah.
does it taste as good as it sounds? I'm just
It's-
asking.
It is.
Amazing.
It's
Do
very
you have
high
to bring
stuff.
over? Do you have to bring over iced tea too?
No, I can make that with what y'all got. You just need some of that black tea that you got, standard Pico
Yeah.
black tea, and you put a little ice in there. I know how many tea bags you need to make a picture.
You know, I miss PG tips.
PG Tips is
PG
nice. You can get that out here.
You
And
get
they're
it
fine.
hot here.
Yeah, I drink
And
it
then-
hot.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can get it out here. And then, Yorkshire Gold. I got me some Yorkshire Gold. That's nice.
I've never
Right.
been a fan of Twinings.
Summer
Yeah.
Twinings is okay. Got to be in the right mood for it. Some people
Next.
swear by it. Right, next question. Question 1183. If you could infiltrate anyone's dreams, who would you choose?
Well, it depends on my mood, I suppose.
My husband.
Your husband.
Yeah, because he never tells me what the hell he dreams about. He claims he doesn't dream at all, and he's so hard to get anything the fuck out of when you want to talk to him.
Oh, great. Computer Chick says, I'd choose Critical Cripple, so fuck with his head. You're so kind.
Oh, so when you infiltrate their dreams, are you allowed to fuck with their heads?
Well,
No, you just invite, just looking.
Or do we just observe?
it was meant to be just an observer, but I'm up for some ideas of fucking with people with it. If you have a little bit of influence in their dreams.
Okay, now I'm interested. I do like to fuck with people's heads.
Cadence says,
Fuck
you know,
in people's heads or with?
Cadence says, you all know you want to infiltrate my kinky ass dreams.
Yeah,
Computer
sure.
Chick says, just call me the female version of Freddy Krueger.
Wow.
1, 2 years after.
Albert Einstein dreams, definitely. I wonder, what did he dream about? He was all into the
Oh.
late.
Yeah, he
I've
was a
got
dirty
one.
bastard.
He was,
Yeah.
but his wife was cool with it, so I guess it's okay.
Can
Which
I have,
wife?
Can
The
I have
second
two
one.
people to mess with, please, Dave? Can I
Sure.
observe one, and fuck with another?
Okay.
Please? Is that allowed?
Yes?
I will infiltrate Freud's head, Sigmund, because he was a fucking dick. I'd like to mess around in there, and maybe fuck around with it a little bit. But for observance, I would like a very clever scientist person who actually understands how this world works. And I would sit in their head, have a cigarette, and I'd watch them whilst drinking a little bit of whiskey. And I would
Well,
just
on that
observe.
note, Harmonica Man says, that's a pretty tough question. I think I'd pick Scientist Mel.
You don't want to be in my dreams, like, for real. I dream in color and everything's weird. So I'm for real. And if Harmonica Man just showed up, it would just be okay. Or would you end up in the I have theme park dreams often. So you might end up in I don't know, one of those rides, roller coaster, haunted house ones. Those suck. You do not want to be in the haunted house dreams.
I've changed my mind.
Or the
because
hospital
I know-
dreams, or the dreams about the mall. You don't want to be in any of that.
Do I have to watch their dream?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that. I've changed my mind because these things work two ways. So if I watch your dreams, then you're allowed to watch mine.
No.
And that is not fucking happening. Ever.
No. People said your dreams are going to... Brainbug says your dreams must be pretty lit. I think he's
Listen.
picking you.
I was young and she was a cartoon. Okay.
Black
Are you
Saber
talking
says-
about Velma from Scooby Doo again?
You dirty... How do you know this?
You've
she's in
said
your
it
head.
before. You've said it before.
Wondrous wonder.
I've got to keep the dreams inside. Come on, Howard. Inside. Keep them inside.
Did you just dox yourself?
No,
I
everybody knows my
already
name.
doxed him because he's on Twitter. It says his real name.
I know it does.
Everybody knows it.
You don't
Oh, yeah,
suit
yeah,
it.
we-
You suit Stool much more.
Oh my god.
Yeah, fuck.
Black Sofa says, I would infiltrate
No
Trump's
thanks, I'm married.
dreams. What?
He said, fuck you. I said, no thanks, I'm married.
And? And place suggestions into his brain to hopefully become a decent person. I think your task is too great. Yandiri says, nerdy and critical. Linda wants to infiltrate microraptors. MathPig says,
If you have this power, could you choose there and then whose brain you get to look into? Can you go from one to another, or do you have
Yes.
to stick with one?
No, you can pick who you want.
But on the same night,
Probably
you
not
go
the
from
same.
one to
Well,
the
on
other.
the same night, okay. That's pretty interesting. I don't know. See, I can lucid dream, so we're able to just sit and observe, but we can manipulate from time to time. I don't know. It depends on my mood. If I'm in a mood of like trying to really sort out and save the world, possibly Trump, maybe Pence,
If I
maybe
promise
Rand
not,
Paul,
that's
Mitch
a good one.
McConnell. You know,
Pence.
Graham Lindsay has got some interesting dreams. You know, he's got some stuff going on.
Brainbug
Yeah.
says, Velma is mine, you can have Daphne's stool.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
And Harmonica
I'm
Man
totally
says,
fine with that.
Harmonica Man says, you don't want to be in my head either, Scientist Mel. My psychiatrist needs mental help now from what I've told him.
You know what? My life is so sad. I'd take Scooby.
You take Scooby.
Wow.
And I don't mean
Scooby
it.
has to consent, though, Stool. Come on now.
Yeah. Hey, kids, if you're watching this, always make sure your dog consents. That's important.
That's...
Oh, God.
That's it. That should be clipped.
Fuck you.
Someone clip it now, quick.
Do you have a lot of peanut butter at your house, Stool?
Luckily for everyone involved, he doesn't have a dog.
Well,
Or do I?
He lures them in off the streets.
If you do, I'm calling the RSPCA on your ass.
oh gosh.
He
Call
lures
Pete.
them like the
They'll
children.
terrorize them for like the next 3 years. They're
Manda.
terrible. I hate PETA.
Manda. In fact, disappeared. MathPig.
Dave.
Yeah. No, that's not an answer, is it?
Yeah.
It's gonna get crowded in there.
No. I would. Probably angels.
Yep,
I
that
can
might
see
be
that.
very disturbing.
Probably, but at least I could keep him safe if I knew everything that was going on. So.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah, but he made you a double bacon cheeseburger. So
What if
you're
he's
safe.
planning your death and he dreams about it?
Well, no, he's planning, you know.
You know, when my surgery went bad, he was like, you know, if you die, I get the insurance money, so yeah. You don't mind killing me off.
Oh.
I like this question very much, so I'm going to change my answer. Can I please change my answer, Dave? I'll be very quick. Can I
MathPig
do-
hasn't even answered yet.
I'll
Can
be
you
very
wait
quick. Can
until after MathPig answers? He has the floor.
We'll just go with the cliche answer and say Amanda.
Aw.
Okay, Bobo Baggins.
I want to change my answer, if you don't mind. Could I please have Stephen Hawkins as the good person that I want to go into the head and watch?
Right?
And could I please have a very evil person to get the opposite point of view?
A very evil person.
A
Who
very
do you
evil
consider
person.
the opposite of...
Hitler.
I'm not going to go.
But that's so
Hitler.
cliche. All
I
he'd
th-
be dreaming about is
know.
vegetables.
You know what? Hitler wasn't too bad.
And a
I'm not-
failed art career.
Yeah.
Clip!
I bet Van Gogh had amazing dreams. Oh my god.
Speak
Oh,
up.
that'd be so melancholy, though.
Maybe. Maybe.
If I can put all the right-wing grifters into one brain, I will look into that. Every single fucking one of them. I will look into that and I will fuck with them while they're sleeping. That sounded wrong, don't clip that.
This sounds like the making of a screenplay, like Freddy Krueger style, except for right-wing grifters. And we can throw some science in there and just like put it like use a conspiracy theory. It's I don't know. That would make everything worse in the US. Never mind.
I think the word right-wing grifters is kind of redundant, you know?
Yeah, that's
Fair enough.
She's correct.
Oh God.
Nerdy says, I pick the dreams of someone who was blind and thus has never seen the world.
That's a good
different
one.
way. And there was another one I wanted to bring. Oh, there you go. Infinite Muir says Charles Manson. Maybe he slept peacefully.
Oh God.
Dead, though.
Yeah. But still, oh my God. I don't know that I want to get into the mind of a serial killer. We have a movie like that called The Cell. If you've not
that's a
seen
good
that.
movie.
Oh my God.
I brought you. I have my
Uh,
I have another one, but it's over there. It's smaller.
Aw.
How does it
And I want
taste?
this guy.
How does it taste?
It tastes awesome. If you look at this guy, his head kind of.
Wobbles.
Please don't lick a turtle on screen. That's bad.
I have another stuffed turtle over there.
Stool, if I send you some of these, will you eat these on camera one day?
I'll do anything for you, my darling, because I just don't give a shit anymore. Why
I'm
am I here?
up for eating them on camera too. I'm gonna send me some.
I've already challenged the Geek Room and Hannibal and Monty to eat these on camera with me.
I'll
What are
absolutely
they?
do that.
They're Carolina Reaper cheese balls. And so there's like ridiculously hot. You have to wear gloves to take them out or they'll burn.
Oh, spicy. You say spicy?
Yeah.
It's spicy. I know you're British. You can't handle that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
We live on curry.
Yeah. So.
Have you tasted your Sunday roast though?
Well, yeah. Well, our Sunday, the Sunday roast here has chili on it.
But you have your Sunday roast on Wednesday.
Yes. How do you know that? How do you...
I roasted a chicken today.
What?
With chilies on it?
I had paprika, I had sea salt, I had black pepper, I had honey put on it as well for a glaze, and then I had mushrooms too.
Ooh.
All right,
I'm aroused.
Apparently you should meet the YouTuber Irish Demon. I'm not sure I know who they are.
I don't know.
Right, next question.
Yes.
Ooh. I like the next question. And I was meant to test pronounce whether or not I could actually say this word, so maybe not. Question 1184. Do you think that Rupert Murdoch or Xi Jinping is a bigger threat to civil society?
Oh,
Murdoch.
Oh, for fuck's
God,
sake.
Murdoch. Come on,
Jinping.
man. I think it's Rupert Murdoch because people who think that they're not drinking the Kool-Aid are drinking the Kool-Aid with him.
I think this is going to be the quickest question ever. I think we've all agreed.
No, I said Xi Jinping.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to be the awkward one.
That's with the awkward. MathPig?
I go with Murdoch.
So, Lone Wanderer is standing up for the dictator in China. Okay.
I'm not freaking standing.
I mean, you know, there's certainly both of those. We have arguments that could definitely push to one side or the other on that. But having been like affected by freaking Rupert Murdoch and
2
his
seconds.
propaganda machine,
They want to know who they are. Right, Rupert Murdoch owns Fox and a massive number of media organisations in different countries.
Are people actually asking this?
Yes, and Xi is the premier of China, the leader of the Chinese Communist Party.
Oh, damn. Okay, I'm going to keep my cool here because there is a difference between Murdoch in the UK and Murdoch in America. So in America, you've got Fox News, that's a pile of wank. Over here, we've had 80 years of his shit in newspaper form.
Yes.
And he's
Even like getting in and hacking a dead girl's phone, all of that.
Dave.
Piers Morgan.
He
all
wasn't
that,
the only one that did that.
right?
No.
I need your permission, Dave, to say a really bad word on your stream.
We've already said Murdoch, so go for it.
Well, it's kind of the same thing, but... Cunt.
He's a see you next Tuesday, isn't he, Stool? Is that it?
He's a destroyer of democracy.
Yes.
In the UK, Australia, and the US.
Black Sofa says Murdoch is a literal Bond villain.
Yeah, but he's not sexy.
None of them are really, though, if we're
Yeah,
honest.
but Rupert Murdoch doesn't throw people down fucking stairs in jail and steal their organs while they're still fucking alive.
Hey, quick question, Dave, you dick. If Mike is in the side chat, Black Sofa, why is he not here? Yeah, I am.
Well, to be fair, I asked him before you. He's got his kids.
Oh, okay.
How dare he put children over a stream? Oh my god.
I know, so selfish.
So selfish. What are we gonna do without Mike here? We gotta deal with Stool. My god. Doesn't he know?
To be fair, I'm very proud of Mike because he's following my... I tried to do a thing like Mel does. You know, Mel does the sexy cooking with her posh equipment and all that southern wordings. And I just eat pot noodles. So I'm very proud of Mike because he had a pot noodle in a bowl.
In a bowl?
A bowl.
Was it
I'm
Christmas?
demonstrating.
Are you just talking the fact that he might have had noodles?
Yeah. I can't really sex up foods, so yeah, he had
Next.
noodles.
Right. Next question.
Why
question
am I here?
1185. Could you push the button to nuke another country if something along the lines of Pearl Harbour happened to your country?
No.
No.
I don't think you need the caveat of the second part of the question. I'll just go with yes.
No,
I
because
think-
I need more information. I need to know, like, was this a red herring? Did they paint the planes?
Wait a minute. What do you mean you need more information? You can't say you need more information.
Yes, I can.
No, you
I
can't.
just
You wrote the
Wow.
fucking question.
That is triggered. I've never heard him get so excited.
I get into trouble for not putting enough information in the question.
Wow.
Dave,
What happened there?
who shit your fucking
Dave.
Cheerios?
Dave, do you have a thing about Pearl Harbour? What just happened?
Gosh.
Right, okay, I'm assuming the reason that the question writer put it this way was that if Pearl Harbour was bombed in the same way it was during the Second World War. Dropping the bombs would save thousands, potentially millions of your own countrymen. Rather than it being a preemptive strike on your part. Or even a responsive strike. Go on,
Who wrote this question?
Lone Wanderer. And I apologise. I normally don't like to put people. I normally don't like to give people the questions they've written, but she's given me a lot of questions recently.
To be honest, this is going to get you so many subscribers, Dave, because that's literally the most excited we've ever seen you.
So long as I get some fucking subs for it.
I find it slightly weird that you get subs for falling off your bowl and having an orgasm about Pearl Harbour. That's weird.
Oh god.
It's not about Pearl Harbour. That's not the point. Never again.
It's
says,
It's a qualifying example though.
Yes. Never Again says, well, I think pushing the button would ensure the end of the modern world, so no. Nikki says, yes, I would. Sorry, but I would. Flow State, I'm right wing, so yes. Harmonica Man says, I would push that fucker hard. Infinite Mua
That's what
says,
she
but we
said.
didn't have so many nukes back there. Nikki, that says, but I'm a bitch.
So are you
Stool.
asking, would we, given the that particular technological time or the current technological time?
That is the same scenario.
Okay, so we don't have the hindsight is 2020 advantage here.
I don't think that having hindsight is the relevant point. The relevant point is that whether or how many of your countrymen are going to die if you don't.
Okay. Well, I'm in the U.S. and right now. We have about 100 times the amount of people dead from the coronavirus as Pearl Harbor. So I'm kind of at a moral dilemma kind of thing because blowing up another country where I have a country that doesn't really care about my own. Because we're about to reach World War II level death in my country.
This
They
is
estimated,
basically-
I believe, if I recall correctly, and someone please tell me, I believe they estimated that to win the war, to end the Second World War without nuclear weapons, would have killed over 2 million Americans.
I'm sure.
That probably would have been the case.
Yeah.
But then, and so it's like but I'm still in a position where I have people that think that wasn't so bad, the World War II and the Nazis and all that. And
That's weird.
It's like the Nazis, were they actually a thing? I don't know. So it's like where I live, I pass by so many Trump Pence signs just going to get my groceries. I don't even feel safe putting a Biden Harris sign in my yard. So it's like, it's really difficult for me to go, we haven't learned is my answer.
It's a play on the old rail track thing, isn't it?
To some degree, it is. It's, it is to some degree a trolley problem.
It is a trolley problem, but the trolley problem is if I go and I do the thing, later on people didn't learn, did it really matter? So it's just did it really matter? Because they're turning on their own anyway, and we're killing more people right now than we're coming up on World War II. So it's kind of like I'm at a dilemma going, do I go and bomb an entire other country knowing that that's going to affect them for the next 50 to 60 years with the radiation? Or do I, knowing that nobody's going to learn from that in my country?
Well, oddly enough, Never Again says that doesn't mean I wouldn't blow the crap out of them, but with less than nukes.
This is a really tricky one.
There's other options. Yeah, there's other options.
This is one of those tricky human dilemmas because with hindsight, we know the outcome.
Right, exactly.
But at the time, would you have done the thing? And absolutely, I would not have done the thing. And I'm talking about World War II. I would never have done that. But it worked out good in the end. So
I would have to find out what the long-term effects would be. And at the time, I'm not certain that they knew with the Manhattan Project what the long-term effect would be. Because they hadn't done it yet, So
do I get the button?
Do you get the button? No, you have to give the order.
Oh, I give the order. I like this. Okay.
That's better, is it, than having the button? Yandiri said, yes, I will yeet that button. Black Sofa says, I will never push the button. Infinite Mio says, so a small bomb goes off in our country doesn't constitute a nuclear retaliation. Not generally, no. But like I said, this is why the circumstances are very specific. Never Again says, my karate teacher was a survivor of those bombs when he was a child.
I mean, so you're looking at also innocent people that didn't have anything to do with that. There's a very interesting film by Hayao Miyazaki, and he's an anime.
Oh, don't mention that movie. Don't mention that movie. It's going to make me cry.
Oh, I'm
Don't
sorry.
even say it. Don't even say
Okay,
it.
I
Every
won't
time
say it.
at the end of that, I'm just like, oh my god, he was getting food and then she dies.
Oh my God. Yeah. So the
Yeah.
person who developed the technology just for the kamikaze planes. And it touches on a bit of what they were going through. So it's hard to make that call because not all of Japan was on board with that. So it's very it's there's so much nuance there.
Yeah.
I don't know that I could push that button. I would try to exhaust every other possible way. I really wouldn't have waited so late to join the war, to be quite honest. I wouldn't have waited so late if I was in charge. I would have been sending people over there
I think this
already.
is the best question ever.
So it's just, I mean, my grandfather fought in that war and got a Silver Star for saving the lives of 7 different men, and he wasn't recognized until the 70s.
Wow.
I know, he got a parade and everything. It was cool.
This is one of these
There you go.
surreal moments where we're all talking about things that we understand. In our heads, we all have the same internal dilemmas. And there's a tremendous film, I can't remember what it's called, where literally a stranger turns up at the door, here is the button. Do you want to press it?
The monkey's paw. That's similar to the monkey's paw.
And do you press it or do you not? Because if you press it, a lot of people are going to die.
But then you get all these positive things happening.
But your life will be good.
Yeah.
That was a terrific film. I need to remember what it's called. It's not called what you just said.
Yeah, it's similar to that. I
It's a
do
good
have a little
film.
bit of trivia for people who didn't know. The Pearl Harbor, the Pearl Harbor monument that was built in Hawaii was funded by Elvis Presley, and he
did
would
not know
not
that.
let anybody know that until after he died.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
It really isn't.
You can look it up. Google is your friend, Stool.
Yeah.
I have a
Don't
friend
tr-
of mine who used to do the Elvis Presley Graceland tours. She gave me so much information. And I'm
she's
actually
got-
on a documentary
She's
about
got red
Elvis.
hair and she practiced scientism.
Oh no! I'm putting. I'm
no, we're
putting a
going.
moratorium.
Next question.
Oh fucking please! No.
Fair enough, man.
When is it?
What is
As in-
what?
The documentary.
Oh, it was a while ago. It was aired on TV in the US. I don't even know. I don't even remember the name of it.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Right. Next question. Wait, no! MathPig, would you press the button?
Yes, I was the first person to answer. I also put in that you wouldn't need the caveat of the last bit.
You wouldn't need the caveat. Manda, button.
Oh, what was the question again?
Would you nuke Japan if Pearl Harbour happened?
No.
No. Let's see.
This is totally something that you need for your show, Dave.
What's that?
Do a sexy graphic and give us all a button each. A big
I have
red
already
button.
done a thing with a button and a quiz. I actually have. Right, this show that we have done for now over 6 months was a quick hack together for a quiz show that I have already done. I've made it all so that you all have buttons and press buttons and answer questions, and they're sane questions with answers. I just never got around to actually doing the quiz show because we did this.
Okay.
Next question.
Yes.
So, just to be precise, we get to see Mel press her big button.
Oh my God. Next question.
You have to infiltrate her dreams for that. Right, next question. Question 1186. Oddly enough. How long do you think you could last without having intercourse?
Do you mean coitus?
Yes.
Sex. He's talking about having sex, Stool.
The thing where you do that thing?
Putting a,
Yes.
whatever
How old
your
are you?
preference is.
53
I don't know.
years?
Well, technically, I lasted 16 years. And then had sex.
I
That doesn't
lasted
count
about
because you didn't
20.
know about it before.
Yes, I did.
No, as in you didn't know how it felt. You didn't know.
Well,
I hope you didn't.
yeah, so anyway.
So after
really.
after your first time, how long is the longest do you think you could last without?
If it gets to be like a month, I get bitchy. But I've gone like nearly a year without it.
How bitchy were
Between
you after a year?
Oh, horrible.
Yeah.
Masturbation did not help.
You're doing it wrong.
Cadence says it's about 4 or 5 years for me so far.
Oh.
MathPig.
Yeah, I've done longer than 4 or 5 years. Yeah, long enough.
Can I
Amanda?
Can I do a visual, please?
I
No.
fear any visual you might have for this question. Just let Manda answer.
I've bought tinned peaches, pineapples.
They're not peaches.
I mean, I went 5 years when I was, doing the single mom grad school stuff, but I don't want to do that again.
No.
Ox says 2 months, 14 days, 14 and a half hours, and 13 minutes.
Yeesh.
And 25 seconds.
You looking at the clock the last time you were fucking, or?
Double Rogue says I'm a
You
nun.
might want to reconsider your sex life. It sounds like it needs help.
Wildheart says I did lose my virginity, but I think it's growing back.
Yeah.
Been there. Been there.
Oh my gosh.
Mel.
I could probably go indefinitely without it. I have really nice toys though. So I'm just saying quality over quantity. I don't actually have to have a particular thing. For me. I don't have to have a particular I think I've had my fill.
Oh, seriously?
That's
Okay.
No, for real. But
Mute me right now.
I have led a very privileged life in regard to that.
Yes, he
area.
gone. You've just destroyed. He was convinced he had a chance with you, and you've just broken his heart.
I'm okay. It's I'm okay. I've gone a couple years before, so it's not a pressing thing. I don't have to have that in order to have that kind of intimacy. But that's just, there's so much available on the internet, and like I said, I have really nice toys. So it's like, I'm
Stool.
okay right now. That might change in a few
That might
years.
change.
I can. It's ever evolving.
Wait till you hit your mid-40s.
Okay,
might
she's
change.
broken my head. Listen, I am the guy who's looking at my tin of pineapples, and I've got to say, it's very moist in the bottom.
You're the apple
So-
pie dude, aren't you? If you had an apple pie, you're like, that's looking
Oh.
pretty sexy right now. It's nice and warm.
Fried ring
I'm
of pineapple on top of a piece of gammon is just lovely, though.
I just, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Hey,
I have 10 pineapples on 10 peaches down the stairs.
They're
I'm
boasting.
so talking about sex. I'm really turned on now. Hey, word pig, tell me more about gammon with pineapple on top.
Answer the question so we can move on to the next one.
How long can
That's-
you go,
that's
Bobo
not-
Baggins?
That's not how this works, Dave. You know this. I'm gonna go for another. Oh, I don't know the answer to this because it's hard. No, don't click that. I'll get through this. You know why? Because I'm patriotic and I'm British.
You're British, and you've got
What's
to
a
stiff up or
patriot?
something.
What's a patria?
He'll probably go another 5 years, right?
15.
Next question.
Right. Okay. Next question.
Wait,
I've
hold
never
on.
said
You're
that
not
before.
answering, Dave.
Say
And I've
again.
been slacking. I've been
You-
slacking.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just answer the question.
I've no idea.
Ugh.
25 minutes?
Wow. You
Probably.
recharge that quickly?
Oh my god.
These shows are very long.
Stamina.
Right. Next question.
To be honest, before you move on,
Oh my god,
this is-
Stool.
this is a very unfair question because
I'm
Dave is
looking
the
for a
only one
puppet right now.
who actually sits there,
Fish.
not sits on his
Sits.
ball,
Yeah.
doing his thing. He is actually masturbating while we're doing this, so just saying.
We're all masturbating while we're doing it. I thought that was the point of the game.
We assume that's why you kept going off camera.
Yep. I'm just not very good at the stealth thing.
Why do you think I'm the floaty head? We're already in another hangout.
Don't break my stream. No one's going to come back. Right. Question 1187. This is the penultimate question.
Thank you.
Question 1187. What is the deepest puddle you have ever stepped in or walked through?
I may or may not have rolled a car onto a wall, and when I stepped out thinking that it was the same height, the wall was actually 6 foot higher than a river, and stepped out of the car and fell into a river. And like the car landed half on half. My mate opened the passenger side of the car and got out onto the road, and I opened the driver's side out of the car, and I vanished.
Oh,
God.
Oh god. I'm sorry, honey. That's
Oh, it's fine. It couldn't. That's the reason I lost my license before I got my license. But yeah.
you lost
Wow.
it doesn't make sense.
Wes says, I fell in a puddle of my wife and got love all over me. That is sickening.
What?
ew.
Oh my
Right,
god.
Wildheart says, can the panelists please keep their hands visible at all times?
No. Oh yeah.
No, that's
How do I play
never
with
going to
myself?
happen.
I
Right.
didn't do it without hands.
Can I
Who's
just point
vibrating?
something out? I was just going to say the same thing. When Manda did this, look at me, my hands are up. Did you hear that vibrating noise?
There was a vibrating
Yeah.
noise.
Oh my god.
I
That one.
mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you literally doing the thing with your
Here.
thing?
Thing with your thing.
Okay.
I'm lost. Right, Mel.
An ultimate question.
Probably not very deep, you know?
I don't know what the question is. Give context. I need context.
Wait there. Manda, where's Manda gone?
It wasn't very deep, and I got confused about the vibrator, and then Stool was a puppet, and no, fits up his ass, and it was just a thing. Okay.
Trust me, honey. When we
it's
get
gone
together, it'll be
wonky.
plenty deep.
No.
It's
I
gone
really
wonky.
need the question on screen because Mel just made me. Okay.
Ox says, sorry, in the south they teach us to go around puddles, just saying.
Yeah,
I don't know what the
that's fair.
question is.
Sometimes
Getting,
they're
Wait a second!
it's getting worse. Stop
Yeah,
talking
there
about
is-
deep puddles.
A large one at the bus stop. What is the deepest puddle you've ever stepped in or walked through?
Stool.
Infinite Muir says about fist deep, and then apologises.
I walked through torrential rain to school one day. I was like 12 or 13, and if anyone knows anything about New Zealand when it's the rainy season in Wellington, like there's nowhere to walk where you don't avoid a puddle. And I walked through one, and the road was the footpaths were a little uneven, and it went up to and above my ankle.
Wow.
Just absolutely saturated my feet. It was horrible all day. Walking around smelling like wet dog.
I shall answer this question because I have a good answer. When I was must have been 12, we were taken to a park called Royden Park. And me and my sister had been wrapped up in waterproofs and wellies and everything. And we went along, and we'd each take it in turns, and we'd run ahead, and then jump and splash as into each puddle. And then I ran ahead, and I jumped as hard as I could into the puddle in front, and all of a sudden, I just went...
No.
Disappeared completely.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Apparently it was a manhole.
Oh no! Oh no! Are you
Clip it,
something
not
did you
fuck
hurt?
Is that why you're crippled? Because you broke in half? Falling in that manhole? Jesus.
It was
Hey,
full of
Dave.
water.
Just for
At
the
least
sake
it
of
wasn't down there.
for the sake of history, and I'm totally not recording this. Are you saying you actually slipped into a manhole?
Just so you know, Stool, I've ordered 2 puppets, and I'm not certain which one I'll use next time I'm on the show. I guess I'll leave that to be a surprise.
Did you order one with an elongated nose?
I want it to be a surprise. There's one that doesn't. There's one. It's just a made up thing, and the other one is an actual thing. And I will reveal the name of those next time I'm on the show.
There you go.
Stool.
No, we're trying to be serious, Go.
Yes.
Let's all be serious now, you idiots. The
Did
question was,
Did you hear Infinite Muir's answer?
I don't know what the question is. I kind of
Did
lost
you
track
fall
when
in a
somebody's-
hole? How big was it?
Did you see? I can't do this seriously. Stop doing this.
I fell in a hole that was this fucking show.
Hey, Amanda, you're not the one to talk about big holes. Be quiet. Take 2.
Yeah, you just watch.
What is the deepest puddle you've ever stepped in or walked through?
You know, the funny thing is, Dave, I'm glad you asked me this, because I actually fell into a massive pile of poo once and almost died. That
From
was
what?
not
You fell into a slurry pit.
a cess tank thing.
Yeah.
And I did almost die, and the only good thing about that story is, I mean, it's a shit story, so whatever. I can't talk about puddles.
Literally.
Very fair. So I did almost die in poo.
Yeah.
That would have
People
been a
die
shitty
from
death.
that all the time over here in Northern Ireland. It's a thing that they actually have like adverts and stuff for and everything, because you can. There's massive, massive slurry tanks over here, and people just get overpowered by the fumes, pass out, and fall in. Like,
Oh my
It's
goodness.
There was a
It's a
Darwin
real
Award for
thing, yeah.
that. There was actually a Darwin Award for that, where there was a guy who was trying to pump a particular, cesspool, slurry pool, whatever, and he ended up falling in. And then he had some family nearby, and so they went one after the other.
Yep.
Jumped in right after them to go try to pull him out. And I'm like, and the fumes would knock him out, and they would pass out and drown. This happened, I
The
think,
only
just like 3 or 4
fun thing about-
times. Back
The
to
only
back.
fun thing about my story is, luckily for me, I had a person who was nearby who rescued me. And this is fun. If you've ever been in a scary situation, i.e., drowning in human shit,
That's
The person who's going to rescue you is simultaneously laughing their tits off because it's funny, and also vomiting because it's
And also vomiting.
unpleasant. So it's ha ha ha. It's,
Right,
you kind of had to be there.
I have to pause. I have to pause and say thank you very much to Linda, a bit of tea in Danish, for becoming a supporter.
Yay!
Thank you. I assume you survived.
Well,
Me?
depends
Yes.
on how you define
I thought you-
survival.
I thought you were doing a commercial break or something. Well,
No.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yes, I survived, but you know what? I wish I hadn't.
You wish you hadn't. That doesn't surprise me.
Look at my life now. I have to do this. Fuck's sake.
Low Wanderer,
But I answered.
did you?
I went up. I was walking to school in torrential rain,
You
and
did.
yeah, went into a puddle that went over my ankle.
Oh. Meep says the deepest puddle was caused by a passing car and my brolly was no help. I've got to say, the main road here gets puddles that are like that and you just get drenched. And they're awesome.
wellies. Have wellies.
Willie, that doesn't help.
No.
The cars just hit it and you just drown. Right, the
Particularly
last
with
question.
the two vats.
Last question.
No, 2 seconds. Meep just super chatted me for £10. Thank you so much.
Yay!
And I can't type for some reason. Oh, am I going quiet when it? Oh, thank you. Last question, which is an evil question. I think when I showed Caroline this question, she thought it was very evil. Possibly the most evil. Question 1188. Would you rather stay single for the rest of your life and die alone, or marry your most recent ex?
Oh God.
Oh, fuck. That's not difficult, for fuck's sake.
Stay
Can I break
single.
up with Manda right now for like 2 minutes?
No.
See,
Oh my goodness.
I'm just thinking about the sex. I mean, he was an asshole, but the sex was good.
Ah. Yeah, I'll be like, nah.
No. Alone.
I mean,
Single.
define partnership. I mean, do we meet up once a week to fuck? I mean,
No, you're married. You have to live together, spend all your time together as you would.
No, we would kill each other. I'm staying single.
Single. Single.
Spooky
Yeah.
says
Single.
die alone. Bit of Danish says no exes here. That's cheating. Brainbug says I cannot marry my ex even if the sex was good. Harmonica Man says die single. Stool!
I've answered.
Did you?
Yeah.
He said no, die single.
Die single. Amanda?
I'll tell you why.
Me
Okay.
and Manda have broke up, so she's allowed to answer this question.
I've got a hot water bottle. And it's got a very tight hole. I'm okay.
Awful.
Hey, warm and wet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kink shame.
Exactly.
Oh,
It's just if he
Thank you.
spends a long time
Super
over
chat.
there in like a drugstore looking at hot water
Dave?
bottles, we know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Dave,
look at that. I got to. Tuffy says, what's the money for?
It's
Mostly
for Dave's
it pays
new
for bandwidth.
vibrator fund.
Somebody has to pay
Yeah.
for Stool's like hot water bottle. Like
Mostly
Yeah,
sex
Dave.
toys. Sex
yeah,
toys.
What's the
mostly
money for,
sexual,
Dave?
Dave.
What?
Hey,
What's the money
once you
for?
give a gift, you
I've
can't
got to get
dictate.
Come clean.
$190 so that I can get a yoga ball that's got a dildo attachment.
Ooh, I've seen those.
You can raise that in a single stream, yo.
I know, right?
Next time on Critical Question. All right, Dave,
Oh.
answer.
Oh, there. Arx has just become a supporter. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'll set up the GoFundMe for the.
No, don't. Please don't. Never Again says, I'm too close to my expiration date to contemplate not being happy, old, and single.
Oh.
And Ilya says, I've missed you, Critical Cripple and Momma Atheist. I'm going to kill
another
people.
supporter.
And Ilya can become a supporter. Oh, thank you.
Okay, Dave.
Yeah,
Dave.
Answer the freaking question.
I'm happy. Thank you.
Oh, he's happy.
Very.
He's bouncing like fuck.
He is, and he's going to start going bright red, which is even worse. Don't grin at me. What the hell was the question?
Or marry your ex.
Something about fucking. I don't know.
Oh, shit. Can it be the X before last?
Yes, X.
No.
No, the X
No.
that you just had.
My most recent X.
Your most recent X.
Oh. I want the X before.
No.
Then
that
probably.
way.
I don't know. I'd probably stay single.
You see, I have a new color badge, Dave.
You do. You know what that means?
2 months.
It does. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Benny Logo says,
Giggle
that's
like
it,
a
I'm
little
getting a bouncy
girl.
ball. Say again?
So you giggle like a little girl.
Little schoolgirl. I know, right?
Amanda, can you say that in a more less manly voice, please?
Yeah, that's a double.
Fuck yeah. Yes, thank you, Lone.
You're welcome.
Right. I have to do two things first. All right, see? No, I'll do this first. Right, quickly. Ilya, can you put a link to your GoFundMe in the chat, please? Ilya has a
Yeah.
GoFundMe.
Sorry.
Please think about giving to it. I do not have the link, so I'm really sorry.
We love Ilya
We do.
so much.
Do you have anything to shill, Miss Manda?
I don't know. I might have a show on Sunday night. I don't know.
You
Robin
might
and I
have.
might do Game of Thrones this weekend. I don't know. I have no idea.
We're not doing Game of Thrones because we had to rewatch 6 battles that we haven't watched. So
Why do you have to rewatch battles?
because I'm shit at shows and shit at remembering, so I have to go through it so Amanda can point out the things that I can remember, so I don't make a fool of myself in the show.
Sorry,
Stool.
I'm so difficult.
Yes.
That's okay. Do you have anything to shill? When is your fantastically
no.
unpopular chat show?
Fuck you. I don't do this anymore because I think streaming is for dickheads and, go for it.
I know you are.
I would like to say one thing, though.
Go on.
To all the people who've just clicked the magic buttons, and I'm not talking about Mel. Let's keep that secret. To all the people who've clicked their magic buttons, you do realise, don't you, that if you're familiar with Dave, he kind of bounces up and down a lot. You've just bought him a dick helmet.
What?
He's gonna be
Fucking
bouncing
talking
up and
about
down
Stool.
with his dick helmet.
All right, shut him up. Nope.
Shut you up. MathPig!
I have Leopolis on Monday. I have Drew's book reviews and Ex-Mormon coming on next Wednesday. Go and sub. I'm 150 subs off 1,000. Come on the fuck, like. I'm doing this 2 years. Give me a fucking sub, like.
Everyone should sub to MathPig. The links. The honest thing is, the links aren't in the description because I was late coming in. But they will all be in the description.
Yeah, Ox will throw my link in. He's good like that.
Lone Wanderer, you have two things going on.
2 things? Do I?
Yes, you do. You have at least
Well-
2 things anyway.
Oh, well, yes, the sub to my channel, I just dropped a link in chat.
Oh, I thought that was my
I have-
channel. Thanks.
Ox
No.
is there.
I do my current word of the day series, which comes out 12 o'clock Central every day. But the superior to Amanda is Eastern 1 o'clock, because Eastern is the superior time. And I have the Crimes of the Religious series going on, but we are on hiatus until the new year. A lot of people have commented that it's difficult to watch, and just coming into this time of the year, I don't want to trigger anyone, or bring up anything. So that'll be back in the new year. And if you've got time, I was on the Atheist Roundtable for female atheists this morning on Nagasuchi's channel. So you can look that back up. It was pretty good. It was myself, Jensel Corner, and Sarah Michelle. So it was a good talk. Yeah, and sub to me, because I want to get to 100 so that I can get a custom URL.
Everyone should
Nobody ever uses them anyway.
I will.
I do.
I will.
When I
like
link
it.
to people, they're all mine are custom URLs. But that's because I could go work out what they are. Mel!
Yes, I have my show tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Here
Central,
we
The
go.
Science of. There we go. You're getting a puppet next time I'm on the show. I'm just saying. And it's going to be a surprise for you.
I'm also going to
gonna
give
do
her
that
access
for
to
you.
mute.
Yes,
so she can
that would be
literally,
great.
in the middle of you're talking, the puppet can take over.
That's right. So Saturday I have the Science of, where I talk about the latest in science news. Sometimes I cover specific topics. I'm working on developing open education resources for general chemistry 1 and 2, college level chemistry, using resources that are widely available on the internet if you need a little extra help or want to buff up your chemistry knowledge. That will be available. Sunday, I do a show with Nervardia called This Week in BS. I think we're going to be talking about all of the different fitness and freaking diet stuff that I keep getting blasted with on Facebook, because apparently I need that, I guess. So we'll be talking about that, and that's at 7 Central or 8 Eastern. So hopefully you guys will see us there, and like, share, and subscribe, and all that jazz.
Do you think possibly in the future you might do another thing about media literacy?
The current scientific literacy?
No, media literacy.
Media literacy? Oh, about how the media doesn't actually represent science correctly?
As in teaching people how to understand what they're looking at.
It's not really her field.
I mean...
It kind of is, because she...
Are you talking about how to differentiate between actual news and not actual news?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't
so
mock
that
me,
has to
because
go with critical thinking.
Do not mock ever, because Scientist and Mel did a really good thing, and I forget who she was talking to, but it was brilliant. One of my favourites.
Well, thank you.
Media literacy. It's how to understand what you're looking at and differentiate between truth and bullshit.
Bad science and correct science, and good news versus fake news, and all that actual fake news.
Very good. Okay.
I could do that again.
I'm going to say thank you very much to Amanda. Thank you to Stool. Thank you to MathPig. Thank you to Lone Wanderer. And thank you to Mel.
Thank you.
And thank you absolutely everyone in the chat, especially the people that became members and super chatted. And we will see you next Tuesday. And good night. Bye.